What's up, guys? Welcome to the CyberHype. We are your hosts, Toshi, Vasilis, and Adonis, and this is your geek culture destination.
If you guys are into gaming, anime, tech, sci-fi, geek shit, you found the right channel.
And we will be live every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 5 p.m. Pacific time. So if you want to tune in for some geek culture shit, this is the place to be. So tune in, boy, to the CyberHype.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm confused. I don't think you guys really understand how crazy this sounds. So Blackmagic, you guys are unfamiliar. They produce, they were known for a software called DaVinci Resolve. And which is like, it was one of the industry standards for color grading. And they started making their own cameras about 8 years ago with the pocket cinema camera. Then they started making more cinema cameras and stuff like that. Think of them as a more budget Red. And they do very similar things that Red does as far as pushing the envelope in cinema in many ways. Final Cut Pro had been known for a few years as being like the fastest editor, period. Like hands down when it comes to rendering, when it comes to ease of use, when it comes to, what you can do in it. And Blackmagic was like, you know what? We have the greatest coloring suite. Let's make it in an NLE. So they took a lot of stuff, the ideas that Final Cut had, brought them into that. And so they're really good at leveling up. I had bought, you guys are probably familiar with this shit. So last year I bought this. This is a Pocket 6K cinema camera from Blackmagic Design.
That ain't fitting in no damn pocket.
Hey, bro, it could. it could fit in. If you got 90s pants, you might be able to put this in there.
Oh,
but,
no,
got
bro.
kangaroo
the
pocket.
lead pipes.
Bro, the pipes, bro. So, fuck. So with that, I can shoot 6K RAW. It shoots directly to an SSD. And it's amazing, right? They have all these other cinema cameras. They just dropped the Ursa Mini Pro 12K. I'm fucking blown away by this. Primarily because, one, it's an 80 megapixels. 80.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's huge.
Huge.
Not only does it shoot 12K, it shoots it at 60 FPS.
Crazy.
And then if you bring it down to 8K, it's 110 frames per second. If you bring it to 4K and shoot it in Super 16, it's 220 frames per second.
That's nice.
Quick math.
Good nice.
PC gamers know this stuff already.
Bro, this shit is actually crazy, bro. This shit is crazy. I'm just looking at guys, I literally just saw this, like, right before we went live. Like, we were already in the countdown. I was like, hold on, what?
Yeah.
So,
wow.
Interchangeable PL mount. So, I'm not sure if there's an EF mount at all, but it's an interchangeable PL mount. So, I'm assuming it's EF and PL. If you don't know what PL is, it's a cinema mount for certain types of lenses. Built-in ND filter. So, I'm assuming that's right before the sensor, which is crazy. A lot of new cinema cameras are bringing that out. Dual C fast and UHS SD cards, which is dope. Super speed USB-C, awesome, because that's how I record, is directly to a hard drive. You don't do cards, like, it's just not worth it. Hard drive SSDs will write way faster. But yeah, so Super 35. Now I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, it's not full frame. The majority of cinema cameras aren't full frame. Like, that's a new thing. Like, most cinema cameras are actually Super 35, or what a lot of people in the photo world like to call APS-C. It's very similar to that size. It's not usually full frame. Most full frames that have come out in the past, I don't know, 5 or 6 years are more like VistaVision, like large format sensors, but a lot of them aren't full frame sensors. But yeah, 12K. I need to see this, because this shit is probably the files are probably gigantic.
What?
Massive in scale.
That shit's taking up so much space.
Like a hippopotamus.
A hippo.
Massive.
So the bit rates, oh my God. 12K. Okay, so look. So there's compression. So how they make files smaller, they do compressed versions of how you can shoot. So you can shoot 12K, but you can shoot in different compression ratios. So if I do 18:1, it's 160 megabits a second. This is still raw, by the way. So it's not
Straight
baked
raw.
in stuff. So it's shoot raw. You shoot raw. Or if you shoot uncompressed, it's 2,888 megabytes per second.
Yikes.
That's a massive file.
Yikes.
Just so you guys are aware.
Yikes.
Oh my God. let me just do the math real quick. Because I believe there's 8 megabytes. Oh my God. Hold on. Time out. There's 1,000 megabytes per gigabyte.
Yes.
1,000. So in 1
1,000.
second, there's almost 3 gigs of file data.
Holy shit.
Almost 3 gigs of file data.
And that says 12K at 24 frames per second.
Bruh. That's uncompressed. That's fucked up, bro. Exactly. That's at 24 frames.
Bro.
So you shoot that shit at 60 frames?
Bro, the file's gonna be massive, bro.
Bro, I mean, this shit is crazy.
That's insane.
I
You're literally gonna need to carry terabyte, like literally RAID storage with you.
I mean,
Literally.
look, this is the dope part. This is what I was saying. Like, they're only one of the few cameras, if the only camera I know that has USB-C, like high speed out of their cameras directly to, you can record directly to SSDs. So
that's dope.
I don't know any other camera that does that. I know Red has their own proprietary SSD cards, but they're astronomically expensive. Like 1 terabyte of that card, I think, is $1,000 for a 1 terabyte card for a Red camera.
Yikes.
And it doesn't,
That'll
guys,
be a
these
no.
don't, by the way, so people that don't understand, cinema cameras don't come with anything. They're just the brain. What does that mean? That's just the sensor and the box that the sensor's in. Like Blackmagic with this shit, this is rare to have a cinema camera that comes with a monitor, that comes with because I don't think this comes with a viewfinder. I think the viewfinder I have to buy separate, but usually it's just the sensor.
Yeah,
so
it's
here,
just
like,
think about it like building a PC, guys. So you have
like
to get all your peripherals. You just buy it, you put together
correct
everything in the case, but you still need everything else.
That's that's the best analogy. That is the best analogy, is building a PC. For sure. So yeah. Now it's $10,000, and I know a lot of people that are probably hearing that is like, yo, that's crazy. But in the cinema world, that's nothing.
Nothing at all.
At all. Like
For
the
sure.
fix out, I think we paid for Ismahawk for our Gemini, because the red Gemini we got with all of like the cards, the monitor, the case, the like everything, the battery, all the connectivity shit, it came out to almost $60,000. And that's a 6K raw camera. This is a 12K raw camera.
God damn.
This shit is fucking wild. Look, I don't want to super nerd out on this too long, because I know it's not for everybody. But for somebody that wants to be able to shoot high res shit, ultra high res, like this
like
is
movie shit.
This is crazy. Now, it doesn't really talk about dynamic range, and I really want to know what that looks like, because resolution is not everything. So resolution is a part of the equation. Dynamic range, sensor quality, any type of hue shifts in the sensor, because certain sensors lean more magenta or whatever. It's like color science, all that stuff plays it to a fact. But when you guys hear this shit, you two specifically, how do you feel? Like 12K, do you feel like it's over the top? Do you think like more resolution gives you more flexibility? How do you guys feel about this?
I feel for the creative. More bigger is more flexibility, period. It's more forgiving, and it allows you to shoot certain things that you probably couldn't shoot due to limitations in lighting situations or whatever it may be.
Right.
It allows you to do more or punch in digitally.
Right.
You need to, because you're going to be scaling it down to most likely 4K and 1080. So it gives you a lot of leeway.
Okay.
3 times from 4K. So like,
right.
So I think it's for the creatives that really want that flexibility to have like one, like have like a not like maybe like a crazy setup or a variety of different pieces of gear, but allow you to do a lot with less gear. I think that's what it allows you to do.
Right.
But I think it's cool. But for someone that I feel like for most people, they're not going to need it. I mean, 4K is enough for now. Most people can't even resolve that on their screens. So like,
I mean, for sure. I feel like that's go ahead.
Oh, sorry. You can go.
I feel like because I know people when they hear 12K, usually like, so I'll give you an example, guys. Like movies are usually shot anywhere from 6 to 8K nowadays. Back in the day, they're delivering in 1080, and even those cameras were shooting like maybe 2K, 3K, maybe 4K, maybe. But it's having the extra resolution to punch in and reframe if the framing wasn't correct, right? Now, I did see Dameless Monster said the difference between 8K and 12K wouldn't be that noticeable, I think. Let me give it to you in megapixels. 8K is 33 megapixels. 12K is 80. Like, if you're a photographer, knowing how far you can zoom into a frame to see detail in a 30 megapixel camera versus like a 5DSR that's like 50 megapixels,
right,
is massively different. It's massive. Now take that to 80 megapixels. Like, so even if you were delivering to 1080 for, let's say, cinema to movie, that would be like a 20 times cropping, and you would still be in 1080p.
Oh my God, bro. Come on.
Like you could zoom in almost, you know what I'm saying? Like think of that. Like I'm gonna zoom in.
You still have a resolution. You still have detail.
What? Like that's mind blowing.
And that's the thing. Like you can do so much, and it can be so forgiving if you might have missed your focus off the mark slightly. It's so forgiving once you scale it back down. Everything's just going to be sharp. You're just going to be like, okay, cool.
Exactly. True. If you miss focus a little bit, you're like, oh, well, if I zoom out, it looks fucking brilliant.
Right.
Yeah. Tosh, like, what's going through your head right now? Because I, like, obviously, like, you're aware of stuff like this, but this really isn't your bag. Like, right. But when you hear this shit, like, what goes through your head?
My thing is just I'm thinking about the industry, how this would change or revolutionize how the industry would work, because I see it's cheap as shit. It's cheap as shit for what the quality you're getting. So I think for like an independent world in the industry, I think this is gonna be fire for the independent filmmakers out there.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That want higher quality shit, but you know don't have the funds to get the super big cameras. They can definitely, I think this will definitely help the independent filmmaker a lot, like a lot. I think we'll see more shit like this pop up too in the future. I think this is like the start of like you know how companies get, they over here dropping shit that's gonna smack motherfuckers around, and now all these other companies are gonna have to come back with something else crazy. But I think this is just the first look at like the new wave of, you know, quality and compact quality as that as well, because it's not like the biggest shit. It says Ursa Mini, like bro, like
that camera is like it's like this big. The body is
cinema quality in that kind of form factor. That's insane.
It's not big.
That's insane, bro. It putting rigs together and shit to, you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be it's gonna be easy to move the shit around.
Exactly.
It's gonna be, bro. They're gonna have mad mobility with it, and it's gonna get creative. People are gonna get creative as fuck.